Hello, 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 Abraham. Hello. How have you been? How's your day? BKN said first. Abraham was first, but we appreciate the effort. You're the first that said first, so I'm gonna give that to you. You're the first person that said first. How's everybody doing? CHRLY. Yo, what's up? I'm good, dude. I am a little slow moving today. I was playing basketball yesterday and I think I went too hard with my lower back. So like if you guys have any stretches for like lower back pain, like please let me know. Hi Jeremy. Let's see. How are you? How was your day? It was good, Abraham. It was just did some work, did some emails today. Like I said, trying to stretch. Thurston Howell, good evening. Good evening. Jeremy says, why don't you like Utsat Mood? That's just crazy. First person I know to dislike it. Yeah, I just don't like the fragrance. And the thing is, it's honestly too strong for me. And even with that, the actual smell of it isn't anything wild, To me, like it does kind of remind me of an older woman. And it's just not my vibe, really. The same way that sometimes people like jeans and other people don't like jeans, It's just like that and just not my taste. Okay, let's see. Do I buy Black Phantom or not? Well, hobby, I would say it depends. If you want to go in that direction with like a bold, sexy fragrance, then go for it. You know what I mean? If that's what you want. Hello, kumusta po? Mabute, salamat. How are you? How are you? Brianna, hey, need some fragrance therapy. Let's do it. Let's do it. You have any questions for me? Or what are you rocking today? Love your energy. Always good vibes. Thank you. Hi, Jade. Hi, Jade. Do you know if Prada L'Homme can be worn on a hot day or like an everyday scent? I do think it'd be a nice signature scent, but on a hot day, I would advise against it just because it does get intense and it does project and it can come across a bit strong and headache inducing. So you just got to watch out for that. Look up figure 4 stretch for lower back. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, because all I've been doing is like the upward dog pose and like trying to touch my toes. And I'm telling you, like, I feel like I want to go to a chiropractor, but I've never been to one before. And I don't know if they're actually like useful, So we'll see. I have to do my research on that. What's your top 5 favorite summer fragrances? Oh, you know me. I love Elysium. I love Molecule 01. I love Light Blue Intense by Dolce Gabbana. Honestly, Aqua de Gioia is really good too. Yeah, but I love my Elysium. A lot. Best summer fragrance so far in your opinion? Molecule 01. It's absolute fire. I can literally wear it whenever I want to, wherever I want to, and it smells good and it adapts to any situation. It's just a great Dumb Reach fragrance. I wore it again today as my scent of the day. K Dumpling, hi. We in this. Hi, Brendan. Get a good chiropractor if you go. Yeah. Abby, hi, Abs. I miss you. Love you. Yeah, like, have you been, Abby, to a chiropractor? I'm telling you, like, I don't know if I trust them. I don't know. Need your opinion on Millesime Imperial. I did talk about this one a lot before. I don't think I made an individual review, but Millesime Imperial it's all right. And for like a $300 fragrance, is it that amazing? To me, not really. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of what I remember is like it was a bit like fruity, citrusy, but it didn't take me there. Honestly, it didn't take me there. Let me see what else is going on. Hi, I miss you too. Aw, Abs. Always good seeing Abs. And love that girl. Let's see. My ballet teacher went to one all the time. All right. She might have to refer me if she went because, well, I mean, would I go all the way to Carolina to do that? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Top 3 male fragrances for hot Texas summer weather. Looking for a blind buy. Damn. I have a specific video about humid weather and high heat. So that would be the best one to check out because I have like a bunch of fragrances there and then the discount links as well. So, I mean, I'm pretty much going to reiterate to you what my personal favorites are in this live, and I already mentioned them earlier, so I don't want to just I don't know, I don't want to keep repeating them because I feel like people would be like, give us something new, but it's honestly, there's a reason they're my top three favorites because nothing has replaced them. And if they're that replaceable, then they're not really, I wouldn't consider them to be elite fragrances to start with. What I think of Lost Cherry, too syrupy for me. It's a bit too like, there's something about cherry dominant fragrances that just does not smell amazing to me, you know? So I just haven't smelled a cherry scent that I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Like with Pure Havane, it was a pass. With, what is it, by Guerlain? L'Homme Ideal EDP. It's like a solid set, like 7 out of 10 fragrance, but still, like nothing is like 8 out of 10 or higher that I have tried that has that cherry sort of smell. Okay, do you ever buy dupes? I bought Cloud as a gift for my grandmother. And that's not saying that it's a grandma scent, no. But she smells fantastic. My nana smells fantastic with it. And that was like I bought that at retail though, which was my mistake because this was before I was into fragrances. So I got it for like $70. And if I only knew about discount sites, then I would have got it for like 50, 60 bucks instead, you know. And no, Jay, I have not tried anything from Diptyque. My fan of Valentino Umo Yellow Dream. Haven't tried that yet, but I might be soon. I bought the 100 ml of Aventus this past weekend, and it smelled much better than the testers I've been getting. That is awesome. Congratulations. Thoughts on BDK fragrances? The 3 that I have tried, all a pass for me. I have not loved one of them. Gris Charnel I like. Actually, no, I take that back. Pas Ce Soir, like I would pass on them for me to wear, but Pas Ce Soir I would love on my girlfriend. That smells really nice, but the longevity is what gets me with the 3 BDK fragrances I've tried. They've just been really poor with performance, so that's something to look into. However, I do know that they released, I think, Gris Charnel Intense or Extract, something like that. Extract, something like that. Okay, Percival or Sedley? Sedley. And I say Sedley because it reminds me of Oceania by Raja Parfums. And that fragrance has a very special place in my heart. Okay, have I tried Greenlee? Yes, I have. I've done a full video of that, and I actually do not like that fragrance. Hi, Trevor. Melissa, big fan from the Bahamas. Have you bought from the Armaf house? Yes, I did Club de Nuit Intense Woman, and I have that in my collection. That's one of the first fragrances I bought. And also, I didn't buy Club de Nuit Intense Man, but my sister's boyfriend got that from my link. And I tested it on myself. I've smelled it on him. It smells fantastic. Smells amazing. Tobacco Vinny for summer. Yeah, everybody listen to Brendan on that. He's right. What's poppin'? What's going on? I'm good. How are you? Are you familiar with Kiehl's Original Musk? I am not. Bradley says, I left a comment a bit ago recommending Emperor Extrait from Parfum Vintage. This one is juicy. You gotta try it. I am down. What are some of the best mask fragrances that you've been really that you've seen really speak on brown skin? Okay, 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And I know that people are like, oh, that's a basic clubbing fragrance. Let me tell you, 1 Million on, like you said, on brown skin, different. That doesn't smell like your typical like dude in a frat, you know what I mean? It's very, very different, specifically on brown women. Like that is my, when people ask me, do I like 1 Million? I say yes, but specifically on brown women. And I know it's marketed as a masculine fragrance, but it's just, it goes crazy. It goes crazy. I'm just going to say that right there. How to deal with bullying. Oh man, dude, I would say how to deal with bullying. First of all, like let your parents know about it or people that you care about. And also, first of all, don't, if they're putting poison in your mind, like trying to get down on you and shit like that, they have nothing better to do in their lives. So please don't take what they say personally, because it's just a projection of how they're feeling because they cannot, like they feel like they have to pick on somebody to feel powerful. So all that shit, don't believe that. Like it's some bullshit right there. Stay strong. But then also it's okay to, you know, have your vulnerabilities and share that with like, you know, your teachers and your parents, and they should protect you. If not, go learn how to fight. Like go learn how to beat someone's ass. Learn that shit. If you can't get lessons with karate or jujitsu, yeah, go like YouTube right now, how to beat someone's ass, and hopefully you will get the answer you're looking for, because sometimes words don't work. So you have to be able to protect yourself physically, right? So like make them know that they can't fucking mess with you. Boom, exactly, fight back. People are being quiet, like you like verbalize that it makes you uncomfortable. Tell people around you it makes you uncomfortable. And if it comes to it, like it's self-defense. Like you can totally defend yourself if someone's coming in your bubble like that. And I hope that you feel better. Like, damn, I don't have any like hotline number like off the top of my head, but if I find one, like, and you DM me on Instagram, just you let me know. Do I plan on trying to drop Jose intense? Yeah, I'm down. Not really like nuts about wanting to try it, because the one I have performs like crazy, but I would love to try it for you all, just to see like, because some people are getting bad batches of Cedral Jose. So if this intense kicks ass, then that'd be fantastic. Let's see. Damien says, I'm a kickboxer from my country. Best thing I've ever done was start the sport. Yeah. Like anything that's physical like that, go for it. Even if you lose the fight, you get the respect. Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, it's a different story for these people are coming to jump you, right? But I'm assuming you're a bit younger. Literally tell your parents, don't be scared of like what this kid is like running, like if they're running their mouth in school, like to you privately like that, because they're just going over some like power craze. And usually the people that talk the most and are the loudest are so fucking weak. It's unbelievable. So stand up for yourself. Always show up for yourself. That's what I'll say. Celtics or the Warriors to win the finals? I'm going to say Warriors. I honestly haven't been keeping up with basketball, but as a Lakers fan, that Celtics-Lakers rivalry runs heavy. So, and even though I'm a Chargers fan and like with, the Bay is like, just because when the Raiders were there in Oakland and stuff like that, but I mean, I give respect to the Warriors, and I'm just not going to go for the Celtics. So let's go, Curry. Let's go. Let's see. Joe says, I bought Afternoon Swim off your recommendation, and I got nonstop compliments yesterday. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Man, when I tell y'all the juice is the juice is the truth, I don't lie about it. All this stuff, because some people are like, are you making up these reactions that you're getting? No. This shit is for real. Like, why would I randomly just be like, oh, somebody complimented me on this today? Like, that'd be kind of lame if I just made that stuff up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I keep it real with you all, and I am glad that you're loving your fragrance. Have I tried 212? No, I have not. Let's see. What are your thoughts on ombre leather? I haven't tried it on skin yet. Is Aventus 2021 batch worth it? I tried the fragrance in 2021 in 2 different Nordstroms, and the performance was weak. So totally up to you. It's very much up to you. What I do know is that it's like, I guess their batches are very hit and miss with performance, which kind of sucks if you're going to spend over $300 on a fragrance. Hello, Mont Blanc Starwalker or Versace Pour Homme. I'm honestly, both of those are kind of forgettable. Right now I'm going to go with Starwalker. And you have to remember, the performance on both of these, not that great. But with Starwalker, the bamboo note is pretty interesting. I'll give it that. Bro, I got Cedral Jose and it barely lasted on my skin. Are you sure you didn't go nose blind to it? Because that's what happened when I wore Cedral Jose the first few times. After like a couple hours, I thought it was gone. And then I asked my sister, and she was with me outside. She was maybe 3 arms lengths away from me, and she's like, oh no, I could smell you. So that one, very easy to go nose blind to, so ask somebody around you. Let's see. Chargers made some moves. Y'all took Khalil Mack from us. Oh man, I'm so glad, so happy to have Khalil on the Chargers right now. Our defense really needs it. But I hope that they show out. I mean, we got 5 primetime games this coming season, and it's just, I want a ring. I want a ring for the team, just because it's like, when you've been a fan for so long, and like everyone's just kind of, they dog on you for supporting a team, then all of a sudden when you it's just something that is going to be so relieving to me, and I'll be like, damn, I stuck with them, like I wasn't wishy-washy with the team and only liking them when they were good. No, it's about no matter what, you ride for your team. You know what I mean? So I hope they can make it to the Super Bowl. Let's see. Hello, what's your nationality? I'm American. And I always, because I know people are probably asking about ethnicity, but it's like people really need to learn the difference between nationality and ethnicity. Let's see. Do you have a fragrance recommendation on the smell of whiskey or a boozy feeling and cigar? Maybe try Jazz Club by Maison Margiela. You might like that. Thoughts on Noir 29 on guys? I haven't smelled that fragrance on a guy before. But, I mean, you can. It's a unisex scent. You know, it smells like tea. It just smells like black tea. You'll be fine. Let's see. You're welcome, Diego. What hours would you recommend? What do you mean? What Drop Mosaic smells like Sauvage EDT? I would definitely disagree with that statement. Are MFK frags worth the money? To me, I always say, like, for the house of MFK, if you are going from designer into niche, I think they're a solid house to start with. Because if you already make that decision that you're going to transition into niche, then you know that the price you're going to pay is going to be double of, like, the price of designers. You know what I mean? So I'm not even going to talk price, because that is already a given if you want to go the niche direction. But in terms of performance and mass appeal, MFKs show out. So I will say that I think they're a solid one to start with. Let's see. I've been wearing fragrances for over 25 years and been watching fragrance reviews on YouTube for over 10 years. Never have I met someone that like the same bottles I do than you. Great nose. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad we got some similar tastes going on here. I definitely remember one of the reasons I wanted to start doing YouTube was because I would look at reviews for fragrances I was interested in, and people would say, oh, it's so amazing, like niche ones in particular, and I get my nose on it, and I was just, it sucked. It really sucked, and I'm like, damn, I need to make videos in case there's somebody out there like me that you know what I mean, that has similar taste to me. So that's what I started doing, and I'm glad that it's been relatable to at least one person. Were you ever a fan of the John Varvatos fragrances? Only vintage. Thoughts on Aaron Terrence Hughes fragrances? I've only tried Velvet Delirium, and it was a total pass for me. It smelled very Vaseline-y. Let's see. If you think Cedral Rosé smells like Sauvage, your nose needs to be calibrated. Stop. Come on now, Brandon. Thoughts on Intense Cafe? Curly fragrance, loves it. I do. You know what? I like that fragrance. I'm not in love with it, but I recommend it a lot I have recommended it a lot during the sweeter fragrance seasons, because it has really good performance. It has fantastic performance, and it does project. And I will say, when I did wear it, I was never really in love with it, but people around me enjoyed it, you know? So, I mean, it's solid if you like coffee and you like rose. Have I tried that Leighton clone? I have not. I have over 55 bottles in my collection at the moment. Do I need to move to niche? I'm really liking Tom Ford at the moment because of all the daring scents and the way they're blended. Any recommendations? Honestly, I don't think you have to move to niche. I know if you watch YouTube videos, you would think that, okay, this is the next step. If you want to take it there, you can. But if you enjoy your designers, rock the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Don't feel like obligated to go into niche territory if you're loving on the designers. I would say actually go into the private blend, like the designer private blends, because that's my sweet spot. I love private blends. All right, what's up, Abraham? You said scroll up to my question. I need help deciding. Wait, I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. Okay, hold on. Well, so you're like Henry Rollins of fragrances. Okay, I gotta look up who Henry Rollins is. You gotta get hip if you don't already know. Then he could talk about anything off the cuff, bold and interesting. Man, he seems like a baller. I'm gonna literally be Googling him after this. I gotta find Abraham's question. Hold on, let's see. Have I smelled another 13? I have not. I am a guy looking for Looking for a new fresh scent for the summer, would you recommend mountain water or afternoon swim? A new fresh scent. Honestly, both are solid. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think people get better performance with Silver Mountain water than they do afternoon swim. So I'm gonna just throw that in there. What are private blends? So Rihanna, I hope I'm saying your name right. Private blends are like, let's take Tom Ford, Dior, and Chanel, right? Private blends are those designers' versions of niche fragrances. So it's kind of hard to see right now, but you know when you go to Nordstrom and Bloomingdale's and you see the Tom Fords that look like they have graduation caps on them, and they're like much more expensive than anything else at like Sephora or something, stuff like that. These are private blends. So, and even Tuxedo and, well, I think Louis Vuitton only does private blends, but initially or usually they'll run you over like $220. So they're priced like a niche fragrance is. And just, it's like a designer's, like a more luxurious version of a designer fragrance, if you will. Thoughts on Lafayette Street? It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't really loving on it, to be honest. The 3 Bond 9s that I've smelled, guys, no lie, kind of just They've been kind of I need to try Thameen Carved Oud. I know, man, there's been so many people telling me to try that. I just haven't come across it yet, so I will. Can you review Perle d'Or? I'm down to, if I get my nose on it. Let's see. What would you recommend a guy for prom? I was thinking Prada Luna Rosa Black. Yeah, that sounds perfect for prom. Yeah, go for it. Let's see. Have you ever visited New York? I've only been in the airport. It was an experience already in the airport. But no, I've never like actually just been around New York and just like walked around and did stuff. All right, let's see. Ooh, hold on. Do you know any perfumes that have massive projection but with poor long-lasting power? Kind of like Acqua di Gioia. It's not poor, but like they project loud, but they'll probably come off your skin after like 6 hours. Let's see. Best Nishane. I like Hachivat. I really do. How long have you been into fragrances? I've been into fragrances for maybe like a year or less. Something like that. Do I like Terre de Hermes? I haven't tried it. Thoughts on Acqua di Parma? Very redundant house. For me personally, Acqua di Parma, I think they're very safe, but all of the Acqua di Parmas I have tried just smell so similar to one another that I'm just like, they don't really stand on their own uniqueness. You know what I mean? So let's see. How long can fragrances last without going bad? It depends on how you store them. Sometimes they can last over 10, 20 years if they're stored properly. Most people keep them in their bathrooms though, so they'll expire like after a year. Let's see. I'm scrolling up to try to find Abraham. I am trying to find your question. Let's see. The Bond bottles look cool. They do. I love the way that they look. The way they perform is pretty solid too, actually. But the smell of them, I get like with Scent of Peace, if you saw my recent video, the masculine one, it just kind of, it smells like so many other fresh pineapple scents, you know? So I just, like, when I first smelled that, immediately thought of Preta Ventus, immediately thought of Club de Nuit Intense, man. So, not really wild about it. What do I think of Prada L'Homme? I like it. Do I like Middle Eastern fragrances? I've only tried a couple. And one thing I will say about Middle Eastern fragrances is if you're looking for something with some badass performance, you will get it with them. If you're like, oh, these designer scents, they don't last on me. If you're somebody complaining about longevity, wear a Middle Eastern scent and that will solve all your problems. You will never have issues with performance after that. I promise you. I promise you. You just copy and paste this question to make life easier. I mean, I'm trying to scroll, but then more things keep coming, you know? I swear I go nose blind to almost all my fragrances within 2 minutes. To be honest, going nose blind to your fragrances is common. It's a very common thing. You're not going to smell yourself for 8 hours on end. Like, there's going to be, you know, spurts where you don't, or sometimes you might just stop altogether of it. That's normal. All right, don't worry about that. Let's see. You need to get your hands on Baccarat Rouge Extrait. I have a sample of it that was sent from a follower, and I need to find I need to open my sample box to find out where it is, because honestly, I put it to the side because it was way too hot to be testing that, even at nighttime. And I know usually when it's nighttime, I want to test the sweeter fragrances, but still, sometimes with spring nights, summer nights, I don't really want to smell something too heavy. Yep, to D'Angelo, mentioning R&B. I am not. I don't know who D'Angelo is, actually. Try Fico di Amalfi. Yeah, no, that is one of the Agua de Parmas that I tried. And it just, like, a lot of the Agua de Parmas just smells so similar. They're kind of like the Ralph Lauren of niche fragrances, where, like, they smell good, but they all kind of smell like the same, except with, like, one slight difference, you know? So I'm not in love with the house. Thanks, ScentQuest, you're sweet. Rouge is too feminine for me. Okay, yeah, it's a sweet fragrance. Will I need Molecule 01 or O2 for Percival, or is it strong enough? On me, I mean, I got around like 6-ish hours with Percival. I think it can push even more because I didn't give it 5 sprays. I only had like a couple sprays on me with it. But there's nothing wrong with throwing on Molecule 01 or Molecule 02 if you want to just extend that performance. Best oud fragrance. A lot of you are going to be disappointed with my answer because I'm going to say oud wood, which doesn't even smell like oud because I don't really like oud at all. What do you think of Penhaligon's? I've only tried Halfeti, and it smells, it's very luxurious BDSM. It's like this rose leather fragrance that smells like fancy BDSM. That's what I think about that fragrance. What was your very first fragrance you wore, and do you have a favorite vintage fragrance? The very first one I wore and owned was Cool Water by Davidoff when I turned 13. Exactly on my 13th birthday, my uncle and my aunt got me a small bottle of Cool Water, and I rocked the shit out of that thing. And then in high school, it was Beyonce Heat, and it would last like freaking, 30 minutes on me, which was wild. But I loved it so much, and I went through like 3 bottles of that because the bottles were pretty small. Let me see what else. But yeah, like, to me, that is like a nostalgic sort of smell when I smell Cool Water, when I smell Fierce, and Beyonce Heat. But that's a reason, if you watched my video on Percival by Parfums de Marly, I mean, I like the scent, but it's kind of like, this is the example I used. I enjoyed high school when I was in it, right? But would I ever want to go back and relive high school right now? No, because there was a time and place for it. That's how I feel about Percival. It reminds me of Fierce, and it's like, yes, it gives me nostalgic vibes, but in my mid-20s, do I want to smell like that? Not really. So it's a pass for me. Let's see. Thoughts on Rosala? It's a beast of a fragrance. Fragrance lasts a long-ass time. I think, you know what, if you like oud, I think you'll enjoy that one. But for me, just too intense. And I also say that because I live in the high heat. So it is just not something I could probably only wear that on like really cold winter nights. That's it. And still sometimes our winter here is like 70 degrees. So it's just like, it's not a fragrance that I can wear often. What's the name of that Mafia fragrance bottle in the back on the way left? You talking about Naxos by Searchoff, right? Yeah. Where did you get your gold rings? I'm not wearing them right now, but those were like Amazon ones that I got, and I just have, like, at first I thought I wanted to get into rings, but then my love for chains came about around the same time, and it's just like, I just love these a lot more because I'm always using my hands for things, and when I'm washing my hands and I'm feeling the rings, it's just like, and then, you know, even when you dry your hands and it's still kind of wet around it, you're like, oh God, you know, so it's a bit of a hassle. It's whatever, though. Let's see. I wore Baccarat Rouge Extract 6 sprays in the heat. Wow. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah, I could understand why you would want to wear it because you can barely wear it. But yeah, people will get pissed off with that for sure. How do you deal with your girl's attitude? What the, is this her burner? No, I'm playing. we communicate. We talk and are very straight up about how we're feeling. And that is, I feel, the key to any relationship, to be able to have that healthy communication and just talk with each other through your issues or through whatever you want to talk about. And to know that you're working together for a solution, not to just like attack each other. So like, you don't just, like, I don't, like, so many people, I guess, like, I've seen it. You know what? I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. Have I tried Tiger? I have not. What astrology star sign are you? I'm a Cancer. Let's see. I hope you do more gold chain reviews. Zach, I'm so glad you said that, man, because just because of your comment, I will. And I'm already saying, for my sister's birthday, I'm gonna get her a herringbone chain. Like, you guys remember, like, the Tupac, what music video was that? That Tupac music video where he had like 2 herringbone chains on him. But I think that herringbone chains on women just like hit absolutely different, right? Like, it's just a very classy, sophisticated type of look. So I'll probably get her like a 5mm herringbone chain. But I love my Cuban links. This is the 7 that I got. I have my 5 over there. I only layer it from one person. Yeah, I love gold chains. They're great. Let's see. I wore Gucci Guilty Absolute in the heat and did not care. Man, Montrese, where's your compassion? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I love winter fragrances, and I live in the South. I need to get Virgin Island water. It's sold out though. Oh man. Let's see. What soaps or body washes and or lotions should I use to maximize performance on my fragrances? Honestly, it's not really that specific. I use Dove soap. I just use Dove soap and whatever lotion I have, just as long as you stay moisturized with it. And then, of course, having a fragrance that already does have good performance, very helpful as well. I'll answer a couple more questions because, y'all, I gotta play Settlers of Catan and win for the very first time, because I've been on a losing streak for like the past 7 times I've played it, and it's just like, I'm a very competitive person, so it's like, I need to get my W right now. Right now. Let's see. Anytime you talk about Cuban links, you have to listen to Raekwon. Ooh, okay, I'm down. Is that a YouTuber? You gotta be careful with herringbone chains. They're very delicate. Yeah, no, I know. But for her, I think it just look amazing, and she's mentioned that she's loved the look of them before. But I do know that they're very delicate, but they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And that, like, herringbone chains with like a turtleneck also, so fucking fire. So great. Let's see. Carlisle made me waste so much money on Plan Bs. Thanks a lot. What can I say, Thomas? What can I say? It's serious over here. It's serious. I don't understand the concept of summer and winter fragrances. Can't you just spray a winter fragrance twice in the summer and it should be fine? Why would it be restricted to cold days? Yeah, nah. It's like, I do my best to try to explain this in, okay, like, it's, think of the things that you eat on a hot summer day. If it's super hot outside and you're out there baking in the sun, do you want to go drink a hot cup of coffee to warm your body? No. You want something refreshing, like a cold glass of lemonade, like a cold beer, like a margarita, something like that, right? You want something that will be refreshing and that will cool you down. It's the same thing with fragrances. Yeah, sure, you can enjoy a hot cup of coffee, but is it the first thing you want? Do you want a hot cup of hot chocolate when you're at the beach? Do you want to eat the spiciest ramen ever when it's 100 degrees outside? Probably not. If you do, I mean, to each their own, right? But just think of it that way. It's like, okay, this is something that is a bit warm, so I will wear it when I need to be warm. This is something that is a bit cool, so I will wear it when it's hot outside. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. I've noticed that people that are quick to go nose blind can have a symptom of asthma. Wow. Damn. Didn't know that. Let's see. My new great love is Oud for Greatness. I have not tried that one yet, Patty. I would love to try it. Yeah. Carlisle is definitely, it's definitely in the ranks. It's definitely an elite fragrance on my list, absolutely. Please, some layering tips and some fragrance combo layering videos. My girlfriend actually did that video on my channel, so just YouTube my name and fragrance layering, and you should see her video pop up. She's amazing with layering fragrances. For me, I only like to wear one scent at a time unless I'm adding Molecule 1 to it, because I like the individuality of each fragrance. But for her, she's like, no, let me make the most ridiculous potion ever and like let me make it turn out fucking amazing. And it does. And it does. So if you're like her, you got to go check out that video. Let's see. If you live in the South, it is very hard to wear winter fragrances unless it's a cooler day. I get you. I mean, I'm not in the South. I'm on like the West Coast. I'm in Southern California, but like it's not as hot as I assume it is in the South, but still warm, where it's like these sweet fragrances only can be worn during certain times of the year. So it's just, I feel that struggle. Let's see. All right, y'all. Well, I am gonna do as I said and dominate at Catan. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. If you have any questions, just put that in my comment section, and I will make, like, if I find something, like I'll try to make a video for whatever you guys want. All right. Anyways, have a great day or night, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you later. All right. Bye. Take care.